right, today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a baking video. So you want to bake with me? This is what we're going to do. We are going to make banana bread. Oh, it is fall. Look, I had to put on my flannel shirt because it's fall. It kind of seems like if it's fall time, you should wear flannel, right? So anyway, we are going to make banana bread. This recipe, my mom gave me this recipe. It is delicious. The best banana bread recipe I've ever had, besides Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's tastes really similar to this. Anyway, I texted my mom this morning and I said, hey, where did you get that banana bread recipe? Is it like my grandma's or where'd you get it? And she said, no, it is it's my Aunt Jean's friend's recipe that she went to nursing school with many, many years ago. Diane Schwartz. So thanks to Diane Schwartz for the banana bread recipe. Anyway, I've had some requests just to do like a cook with me or something like that. And honestly, I'm not the best cook. There's very few things I know how to make, but banana bread is the one thing I can pride myself on making. So I will leave the recipe down below if you guys want to use it. But I have it here. I've had this written on this recipe card for, I don't know, 15 years or so. No, more than that. Probably like 17, 18 years. Oh, I'm old. So what you're going to need for this recipe is, here we go, all this stuff. You're gonna need sugar, flour, salt, shortening, baking soda, milk, vanilla, and eggs. And I'm pretty sure that's it. That's it. It is. The recipe actually calls for sour milk. I'm not sure why. But gross. So I never use sour milk. I just use regular. Anyway, you guys, it's delicious. Let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna preheat the oven to 350. And how many of you guys forget to preheat the oven? I always forget to preheat the oven. I don't even know what the point is in preheating, but that's what the directions say. So that's what we're gonna do. The trick to this recipe is you can make it all in one bowl. There's no separating ingredients or anything, but you are supposed to mix each ingredient as you add it. So we're going to add the sugar and then the eggs, and we're gonna mix that. And then we're gonna add the milk, and we're gonna mix that. And then we're gonna add the salt. We're gonna mix that, and so on and so on. So after each ingredient, you mix it all together. Okay, so we are going to start with 1 cup of sugar. Let's see if I can do this one-handed, holding a camera. Not so good. Okay, sorry, don't mind my Diet Pepsi in the back there. I don't have a spot for it yet. Okay, so we're just gonna do, okay, 1 cup of sugar. And then we do 2 eggs. You guys, I should tell you something. I'm doubling this recipe because I have 6 bananas that I have to use. Whoa, and they are ripe. So 1, 2, 3, yeah. I'm doubling the recipe. So we're gonna do 2 cups of sugar. All right, here is our other cup of sugar. Okay, and then it calls for 2 eggs. And obviously we're doubling the recipe, so we're gonna do 4. Oops, shell. Oh, shell again. Okay, so now we added those ingredients, and so we have to mix it. Okay, now it calls for 1 tablespoon of milk, and I honestly don't have my measuring spoons because Keaton has scattered them everywhere. So I need some new ones anyways. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. So 1 tablespoon of milk. Is that a tablespoon? Did you even see that? I don't know. And it doesn't look like very much, but we're gonna mix it some more. I'm gonna add a tad more, just a drop. Okay, that's good. Okay, and we're gonna mix it again. All right, next ingredient is a half teaspoon of salt. So again, I'm just gonna eyeball it. There we go. I forgot I'm doubling it, you guys. So we're gonna do a whole teaspoon. Good thing I already added more milk. Okay, and mix again. Okay, next ingredient calls for half a teaspoon of shortening. If you guys don't use these things, oh my gosh, you need to. They're Crisco, they're already measured for you. They're not messy, they're awesome. So this is a full cup right here. So obviously we're doubling the batch. So we're gonna put the whole thing of shortening into the bowl. And mix. Okay, next it calls for 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Obviously we're doubling it, so we're gonna do 2 teaspoons. And I'm eyeballing it. Whoa. Okay, 1, 2. Done, and mix. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but the only way that I mash bananas is just with a fork on a plate. Do you have a better way to mash them? I don't have like a food processor or anything like that, so I mash them like this. So I've already peeled them, and we're just gonna mash all of these up. The recipe calls for 2 to 3 bananas, but I usually almost always do 3 for a batch. I've done 2 before and it tastes good, so you can do 2 if that's all you have. But I usually try and do 3, and again, doubling the batch, so we're doing 6. Okay, bananas are mashed. I put them in the bowl. 6 bananas in there, and off we go. All right, you guys, the last ingredient is flour. And this is the part that I don't like. This is like the worst part for me because I always just seem to get flour everywhere. And I don't eyeball this because, you know, if you have too much flour, then it dries out. If you don't have enough, it's just too moist. So anyway, not gonna eyeball this, but we need 2 cups of flour, so obviously 4 total. Okay, here is the batter. This is what it should look like when it is all mixed. So it's not too thick. I don't know what it's the consistency of, but like oatmeal maybe, I don't know. Anyway, so then we're gonna put it in the pans. Okay, so I am going to tell you guys the deal with this recipe is that even if you do 1 batch, it is a big loaf of banana bread, and I found that it's really hard to get it done in the middle. The ends will get done, but the middle, sometimes I like it a little bit like not quite done in the middle, but it's like too much. So even if I'm making 1 batch, I still divide it into 2 different pans. And if you don't have 2 pans, just cook 1 batch or bake it and then take it out of the pan and then put the second half into the pan and do that. So ultimately with this today, I'm gonna have 4 loaves of bread. And so they're not huge loaves, but they're good size. They're, you know, regular sized loaves of bread, I guess. So I will tell you that you probably, unless you have a really good oven that cooks really well and even, or maybe like a convection oven, I don't know, but I've always had just cheap crap ovens. So I've always had to divide the loaf in half. So you can experiment around with it, but that's just what I do. Okay, so I have my 2 pans here, and then they're gonna go in the oven. Remember, we set the oven at 350, and they bake for 50 to 60 minutes. But because I divided it in half, I'm gonna probably set it for 40 minutes and just check them at that point. In the oven they go. My house is gonna smell delicious. I'll show you what they look like when they're done. Okay, I was wrong. That batch didn't make 4 loaves, it made 3. So here we go. Here's 2 of them. The other one is in the oven right now. But you guys, okay, so it's a little thin, but whatever. It's so good. And I personally think banana bread tastes better, like, once it's set for a little bit. And then if you want to, like still warm, but not, like, straight out of the oven. Like, it tastes better if you just let it sit for a little bit out in the open and then cut into it. But I don't know, some people might just like to cut right into it. My dad always likes to put butter on it. So anyway, the other one's in the oven and then we're done.
Lots of it.
Okay, Kennedy's home from school. The girls want some banana bread.
Yes, we do.
Look at this. Oh, yum. Oh.
We'll do that later, okay? We're gonna eat some banana bread.
Okay, you guys gotta try it. Let's see, this one's smaller. So, Keaton, I'm gonna put it on your high chair, okay?
Okay.
Okay. I say thanks, Kennedy.
Thank you, Kennedy. You're welcome, Keaton.
Okay. So, do a taste test for us. Is that how you do taste tests? You lick things? Take a bite. Can you take a bite? Take a bite. Go. Do you like it? Okay, your turn.
My turn. This one?
Yeah.
Banana.
Good. Banana. It's like soft and
Banana-y.
Do you like yours warmed up with butter? You do?
Not butter though.
Oh, just warm. Oh, she took a bite. Do you like it?
Okay.
You put it on your chair?
Going.
Yeah, try it. It's like cake. It's like banana cake.
Banana cake?
Yeah.
Go on.
Mm-hmm.
Go on. You wouldn't even
Yeah.
tell her it's cake. She loves bread.
Well, she wasn't eating it though. Do you like it? Banana bread. Do you like it? Yeah? Okay, I would say banana bread is a success. Woohoo! So you guys, I will leave the recipe down below if you want to try it. And that was my first cook with me. I don't know if it turned out good or not. I tried, but you guys were asking for it. So there you go. It was like a bake with me, cook with me, bake with me, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, the one thing I can actually make from scratch, that's what you guys got today. So I wish you were here to share it with us. Seriously, I need some friends. So move here or something. I'll bake you banana bread. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.